This particular book has helping folks for almost 100 years. We are talking about How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Written back in 1936, this book is like a wise old friend giving tips on how to deal with people and make connections that stick. Think about it, over 15 million copies sold worldwide. That's a lot of folks finding values in Carnegie's advice. It's like a guide to understanding people and making relationships better, both in personal and work life. So in this video we are going to break down the top lessons from the classic book. Let's get started with our first lesson. Don't criticize, condemn or complain. It's the golden rule of making friends and getting along with people. So here is the deal. People don't like to be criticized. It's like an universal truth. Even if someone messes up big time, criticizing them just makes things worse. Carnegie says it puts them on the defensive and nobody likes feeling attacked. Instead of fixing things, it just stirs up trouble. The key here is to be understanding and forgiving. Instead of pointing fingers, try to put yourself in their shoes. Why are they doing what they are doing? It's like a switch from being the critic to being the understanding buddy. This way, you build sympathy, tolerance, and kindness. Sometimes you might need to point out something that needs fixing. Carnegie says if you got to do it, starts with a compliment. Find something good about what they did, then gently slide into the issues at hand. Wrap it up with another compliment. It's like a sandwich with the criticism in the middle. People are more likely to listen and change when you handle things this way. Now let's dive into the lesson 2, becoming genuinely interested in others. This one is all about making friends without trying too hard to be a center of attention. Think about it. Everyone's get their own story, their own interests. Instead of going on about yourself, try being curious about others. Dale Carnegie suggests that being genuinely interested in people is like a shortcut to making friends. So, how do you do it? Well, it starts with a friendly hello and a tone that shows you are excited to meet them. It's like a warm welcome even over the phone, and hey, being nice doesn't hurt. But that is the real deal. Don't fake it. If you are going to show interest, make it real. If they like psychology, ask why. If they've been to France, ask about their favorite spots. It's like opening a door to a cool conversation. And here's a neat trick from one of the coolest American presidents, Theodore Roosevelt. He was like the master of making people feel special. How did he do it? He would stay up late night before meeting someone important, learning about what they liked. It's like a secret weapon, knowing what the other person loves to talk about. You can try this too. Before meeting someone, check out their interests online. Ask about their hobbies, favorite places, or what they are into. It's a win-win. You learn something new and they are feel like a superstar. Lesson 3. Be all ears, the art of being a good listener. Now let's talk about lesson 3. Dale Carnegie knew that being a good listener is like a secret handshake to friendship. So when someone is talking, you give them a spotlight. It's not about you at the moment. It's all about them. Here is a cool tip from Charles William Eliot, who used to be a president of Harvard. He says, nothing is as flattering as giving your full attention. Imagine that just by listening, you are making the other person feel important. So how do you become a top-notch listener? Well, aim for balance in your conversation. You talk a bit, but let the other person talk more. It's like a friendly seesaw. You go up, they go down, and it's a smooth ride. Next time you are chatting, pay attention. Are you doing the most of the talking? If so, hit the brakes a bit. Let the other person share their thoughts. Now let's crack open lesson 4. Get people to say yes immediately. It's like having a secret code to win people over, and the code is yes. Dale Carnegie was all about finding common ground. Instead of diving into disagreements, start with things you both agree on. It's like saying, hey, we are on the same team. Think of it like planting seeds of yes. The more yeses you can get, the more yeses you get, the better. It's like a friendly game of stacking blocks. Each yes is building a tower of agreement. This trick Carnegie calls the Socratic method. It's like a dance of questions that lead to yes answers. Imagine you are guiding someone to a place where they are not along saying, yeah, we are on the same page. Next time you need someone to see your point, starts with something they can agree agree on. It's like building a bridge of yes that leads them to right to your idea. Use a tech question like saying, we both want to make this project awesome, right? It's like tossing a ball of agreement and they catch it with a yes. Now let's check out lesson 5. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. It's like turning do this into what do you think? Here is the deal. Nobody likes being ordered around. It's like being told what to do by a grumpy boss. Instead, Dale Carnegie suggests asking questions or making suggestions. It's like a teamwork, not a one-person show. Imagine this. Instead of saying don't do this, you throw in a question like, are you sure this will work? It's like planting a seed of doubt, but in a good way. It gets people thinking and brainstorming. This technique is like planting a garden of creativity. When you ask questions, you are giving people a chance to shine. Asking questions is a bit like magic. It encourages cooperation instead of rebellion. It will give others a little boost to come up with their own ideas. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Show respect for others' opinions. Dale Carnegie knew that telling someone they are wrong is like a conversation roadblock. It's like slamming a door in their face. Instead, he suggests showing respect even if you don't agree. Imagine this. If you tell someone they are wrong, it's like saying you are not smart. Nobody likes that. But if you admit that you might be wrong too, it's like saying let's figure this out together. Carnegie's advice is like having a secret weapon, using phrases like I may be wrong but let's look at the facts. It's like opening a door instead of closing one. Think about it. Admitting you might be wrong is like saying I'm not perfect either. It makes the conversation way friendlier. And guess what? People are more likely to admit they might be wrong too. So next time you disagree with someone, try the respect route. It's like taking a scenic path instead of a bumpy road. Be gentle, admit you might not have all the answers, and watch the conversation flow. Now let's unwrap lesson 7. Encourage others to change by encouraging improvement. Dale Carnegie believed in the power of encouragement over criticism, which is I'm a huge fan of. Instead of telling someone they are not good at something, he suggests cheering them on. It's like being the coach and not the judge. Imagine this. If you tell someone they are not good enough, it's like squashing their motivation. But if you say, I believe you can do better, it's like giving them a boost to shine. Carnegie's advice is simple. Trust people's abilities instead of saying you are not good at this. Say, I trust you to improve. It's like planting seeds of confidence. Think about it. Everyone loves a little encouragement. It's like having someone's believe in you. So next time you see someone trying to be their biggest cheerleader, it's like giving them a cape to conquer challenges. And here is a little secret. Connect their improvements to their interests. It's like saying this will help you do what you love even better. When you request something, make it a win-win. They improve and you both benefit from it. Let's dive into lesson 8. Be honest and deliver on promises. It's like having a guidebook for being reliable friend, saying what you mean and doing what you say. Carnegie knew the power of honesty. It's like the glue that holds trust together. Picture this. If you promise something and you don't deliver, it's like letting a balloon pop. Trust goes and disappears. So Carnegie advice is crystal clear. Be honest. If you can do something, say it. If you can't, admit it. It's like being the friend who keeps it real. No tricks, no hidden agendas. If you think about it, promising less and delivering more is like a little bit of magic. It's like giving someone a surprise bonus. They expected one thing and you give them a little extra. That's how you build trust. You know, if one thing I've learned, this is honestly one of my favorite lesson, and I use it in the past 15 years. Anytime anybody expects from me something in work, in business, in private life, whatever, I always try to do my best to deliver just one or two more steps that nobody expected, and the results is always great. So I can highly recommend you to try this. So next time before you promise something, think twice. Can you really do it? If yes, go for it. If not, it's absolutely okay to say no. There you have it, my friend, the top lessons from Dale Carnegie Carnegie's treasure trove. In each tip a little key unlocking the doors to better connections and friendships. So what's the big takeaway? Apply these principles in your daily life, practice them, and soon you will be a pro at the art of getting along with people. Now if you enjoyed these nuggets of wisdom, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for more valuable lessons from books. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and let's meet in the next episode. Bye.